I'm Troy.
I'm Elijah.
And this is the Game Day Podcast. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Except for tonight?
I am.
NHL action. First time we're doing NHL.
Uh-huh.
First time we're doing hockey.
Yeah, we tried to do one once, but that completely failed.
The
and
stream
game
messed up for some reason.
The game lasted for 5 hours.
Yeah, but all good. We're going to do one tonight. Hopefully it's better.
Yeah, if it lasts 5 hours, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Well, yeah, especially since we're doing it at 9 p.m.
Yeah, we're going to be awake. We're going to be awake until like 3 a.m.
Yeah, we're going to be sleepwalking through it. But
it's not going to be fun.
It's all right. We'll have fun doing it. I'm excited. Hopefully you'll see us there if you're awake. It's 9 p.m. Central, and so catch it tonight.
Yeah.
After this podcast is uploaded. That'll be Wednesday night. Tomorrow night, I think we're off, though we might find something. We might make a last-minute substitution. We'll see. Friday, we got college basketball. So look forward to all that. Should be fun doing NHL, though. I've been watching some footage, trying to make sure my commentary is good. Have you been doing that?
No, I have not.
Oh, come on.
I didn't know we were doing an NHL game. I didn't look over the list that we had. So
we got the schedule.
That's my fault completely.
Written out.
I was slacking behind.
You were, indeed. But now you have to do some last-minute research. We need some insightful color commentary.
Yeah, I don't want to start just yapping on about stuff that I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You're just here for the fights is really what's going on.
I want to watch some punches, you know. Maybe punch Troy while I'm at it.
Taking each other's helmet off and beating each other in hockey.
That's what I like to watch.
Yep. Well, we'll watch it tonight. Hopefully there's a... Well, you can never hope for violence, right? But, you know, maybe...
You can say that.
Maybe by chance.
You can say that.
Now, of course, this weekend, the big thing that's going on, you know what it is? The NFL Conference Championship
You didn't even give me
games.
a chance to answer.
I know, because I knew you didn't know it. It's all right. We got the Conference Championship game. We got Commanders playing the Eagles. That's Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts, two fantastic quarterbacks. Hurts more of a, well, they're both very mobile quarterbacks, I'd say. Daniels is very speedy. He reminds me of Lamar Jackson as far as quarterbacks go. And I'm excited to see him play again. We've done 2 of the Commanders games, right?
Yeah,
with Jaden Daniels.
2 or maybe 3, right? No.
We did 2. No. They've only played 2.
2, yep.
They've gotten through 2 playoff games, won both of them against Tampa Bay and the Lions. We have not done an Eagles game. So I do not remember commentating Jalen Hurts. Hurts played college ball for Oklahoma and Alabama for a small period. So here he is in the NFL trying to take his team to the Super Bowl. Whoever wins goes on. And that's the same thing can be said for the Bills and the Chiefs, which we've done a Bills game.
We have?
Yeah, we did the Bills, and they moved on. They are playing the Chiefs, which is a team that has won 2 straight Super Bowls. So they are going for their 3rd, huh?
They are. They're going for their 3rd. If they can do that, that would be really amazing and really cool, because that would be a record right there.
First time in NFL history that a team has gone 3 straight.
3 straight. And it's a hard thing to achieve. That's why it's so low.
Yep. But under Patrick Mahomes, they have created kind of a dynasty in Kansas City. We'll see if that can extend this season. They need to get through the Bills to move on to the Super Bowl. But the Bills are no easy put down. I mean, they got Josh Allen. We've got a freaking great team. I'm excited to see that game. We'll be doing both of them this weekend, Sunday. So I guess with it coming up, I mean, it's only 2 games, but I guess some predictions are in order. So I set it up on here.
You're
all
missing
fancy
2
like.
lines.
Well, you know, I was going to add those after you predicted your game, but I'll add them now if you want them.
Yes, please.
Line there.
Those are tiny.
All right.
All right, let me do my work here.
So we got the Commanders and the Eagles. Washington versus Philadelphia. Who do you have winning this game?
Okay, so Commanders, Eagles. Now, we haven't watched any Eagles games, so I don't really know how well they've been doing. Commanders, though, we have watched some, and I've seen they've been doing pretty good. They had 1 blowout and some other...
Yeah, I'd say it's a blowout.
Some other works of art or whatever.
Last-second field goal against Tampa Bay.
Yeah. So I think the Commanders are going to win 28-7.
28-7. All right, so on the other side of the aisle, we got the Bills and the Chiefs.
Okay, the Chiefs, they won 2 straight, so it would be kind of stinky for me to throw them under the bus, you know, it's like that. So I'm just going to say, even though that we've commentated some Bills games, that I'm going to have to say they're going to win. Let's see. Let's do 12. Very horrible looking 12 there.
Only 12 from the defensive game.
I'm going to say 3.
12-3.
Yep.
Who wins? The Chiefs?
The Chiefs will win that, so
All right.
do a little circle there.
I'll do a circle of the Commanders. So you got the Commanders and the Chiefs meeting in the Super Bowl, which I believe is February 9th. So I set that up here. Who you got winning the Super Bowl? I wrote it out poorly.
This is a hard decision because the Chiefs winning 2, as I've said 4,000 times now, that's a big thing. And do I want to say they're not going to get their record?
Winning 3?
Well, yeah, winning 3, that's a big deal right there. But the Commanders, they've also been doing really good. This is going to be 40
Okay.
to 32.
40-32. Who wins? Wow, Commanders upset the Chiefs. Under rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, that's your prediction, sending Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs back down to Kansas City. Good prediction. We'll see if they come true. I'll immortalize that. I'll take a picture of it.
If that
I'll
comes
put
true,
it in a frame if it comes true.
my goodness, you have to subscribe if that comes true.
If it doesn't come true, though, you're feel free to dislike, unsubscribe.
No, what?
So yeah, we got that going on Sunday, and now what I didn't realize was coming up so soon is men's baseball. We've never done college baseball.
No, I haven't even watched college
I don't
baseball.
know. There's not women's baseball, so I don't know why I said men's. I mean, come on.
Women's baseball? Man, I would like to see that.
Yeah, but they do softball as well, so
Oh yeah,
that's pretty much the same
that's
thing.
what softball's for.
But college baseball coming up, February, into February. Watch some Auburn games, watch some non-Auburn games. Whatever games people want to see, whatever teams people like,
Right.
we'll do them. I'm excited. I've never done college baseball with metal bats.
Metal bat. See, that's what I think is interesting. Why do they do that? I don't know. Is it stupid? Yes. Because
So they can hit dingers.
Okay, of course you're gonna hear that.
Not cracking the bat. It's a
See,
dinger.
you got a metal bat. That hurt. I should not have
All
done
right,
that.
take it back out. You gotta do it on a baseball. Ready?
But not my game ball. Don't do that.
Oh, we got another one.
All right, give me
Oh,
that. I don't know if we should be doing it. No! Ow, that hurts. Okay, so metal bats, I don't like them because the wood. There's no risk of the wood shattering and hitting
so you
me
like
in
the wood
face.
shattering?
Yeah, I like it. When
You like it hitting you in the face?
I like it when it breaks and then you get a.
I'm more just.
Right past
The
your
only
face.
reason I care would be the sound of the bat. I like the crack of the wooden bat.
Yeah, like when it breaks.
Not that crack. The crack of it hitting the ball.
And then you
On
got
the
that
barrel.
chance of a bunch of cork flying out of it, and then you getting ejected from the game and being, charged big
Yep.
money.
Well, that way in the metal bat you can really hide it.
Yep. Yeah.
Now with college football season ending and going away for several months, let's talk about the Ohio State season because they had an incredible run, didn't they?
They had a great run.
Now they lost a couple games in the regular season. Oregon early on was their biggest test, and Eugene, and they lost the game traveling to Oregon Stadium. It was a very close matchup. They only lost, I think it was 32-31, the final score, and they only lost because Will Howard, the quarterback of Ohio State, scrambled to get into field goal range, right?
Yep.
And he slid down too late and ended up expiring all the clock. If he had just gotten down a little sooner, they could have called the timeout and they would have had a field goal to win the game.
Oof, that sucks right
Yeah,
there.
so that was kind of demoralizing, but they got things figured out, went on a great run, and we're 10-1 headed into the game, is what it's called, the game. And it's the game against Michigan. It's their big rivalry.
Is that actually what it's called?
Yep.
The game?
Yep, with a capital D. It's kind of like their Auburn, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a huge game. It's what they strive towards in the game is to win that game.
Yeah.
That's why you play football, is to beat Michigan if you're Ohio State. And they had everything going for him this year. I mean, he's lost like 3 straight to Michigan. Ryan Day, the head coach of Ohio State, and he had a chance coming up because Michigan doesn't have their head coach anymore, Jim Harbaugh, who left for the NFL, who's now on the Chargers. And so Michigan's a weaker team. They're only 6-5. They've been really struggling this year. And Ohio State hosts them at home. And Ohio State's 10-1, one of the best teams in the country. And Ohio State loses on their home field get beat 13-10. They can't even put up more than 10 points against a 6-5 Michigan team.
Ooh, that's gotta stink.
Yep. And so that was a real killer right there. And a lot of questions came up about Ryan Day as far as his ability to be a head coach in these big games, because he has just struggled to beat Michigan. A lot of people thought Jim Harbaugh was the problem, but clearly that's not it, because Harbaugh's gone now, and Sherrone Moore for Michigan has topped Ohio State in his first year.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of scrutiny around him and his program, Ryan Day, but he pressed on, didn't make the conference championship, but he made the playoffs. First game against Tennessee, everybody's thinking this is going to be a great matchup. SEC, one of the best SEC teams against one of the best Big Ten teams, and it's going to be really close. It was the most anticipated matchup of the first round of the playoffs, and yet from the first quarter, Ohio State dominated. It was 21-0. They were running up the score, ended up like 42-17 at the end of the game. So they just swept past the first round like it was nothing, and then everybody's like, okay, maybe Tennessee wasn't as good as we thought they were. But now you've got a challenge. You got to beat number 1 Oregon, who you lost to in the regular season, who's 13-0. So
Yeah.
Ryan Day, who couldn't beat Michigan, has to go beat number 1 Oregon, who hasn't lost, in the second round of the playoffs. And guess what?
What?
They whooped them. Ohio State whooped Oregon. It was like 38 or 37-8, something like that, in the first 36-8 at the end of the half. It was just a domination in every sense of the word against the number 1 team in the league. I think the final score is 42-21. So, I mean, that just shocked the world as far as, I mean, this is an Ohio State team that lost to 6-5 Michigan. Just doing all this. And then they go on to beat Texas in the semifinals, and then in a tough matchup against Notre Dame, even though they really controlled it the whole time, they beat them. They beat the Fighting Irish. So, what a game that was.
Yeah.
We commentated that a couple days ago. And what a season for Ohio State, facing adversity, tribulations. And if it would have been under last year's playoff format, which is just 4 teams, they wouldn't have gotten in. So the new 12-team playoff gave them an alley to get to the national championship game, and they were clearly the best team in the league.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a lot of fun, huh?
It was a ton of
I'm glad we were
fun.
able to do a couple of their games in the end, because we didn't get to do their Tennessee game or their Oregon game, Ohio State's. But we were able to do their game against Texas and the national championship.
And they were very enjoyable ones to do, so.
Yep, it's fun watching that team play. They had a young freshman receiver in Jeremiah Smith, who was electric. Of course, Quinshon Judkins, their running back, he could have been an Auburn Tigers. You know that?
Really?
He's close, but it ended up not happening. But he's one of the best running backs in the league.
Did he want to be an Auburn Tiger?
I think so. There was a lot of debate. I mean, it was Brian Harsin was our head coach at the time, and that might have been what was holding us back, because he was not a great head coach. So, that out of the way, college football's over with. Till late August, no more college games, and the NFL season's coming to a close. Of course, that's not it for football. UFL, as we keep mentioning, is coming up in March, which is a league that I really enjoy, and we'll be doing commentary for that league.
Yeah, and unlike college baseball, we have actually watched quite a few of these games, so.
Yeah, we have even been to some of them.
Yep.
Now, also in March is March Madness, which we have talked about, and we're going to do a lot of games from. It's always fun. We're going to do our own brackets. That's something you're going to do. Are you going to win it?
I'm about to win $1 million. See, yeah, I'm going to get as many brackets as possible, doing every single possibility.
Yep, you can do multiple and still win up to $1 million
Which is
from
crazy.
ESPN.
Are there different prizes for people that are close?
I think so. I think so. If you're one of the best, if you're the number 1, I think you get a prize out of everybody that entered. But there's never been a perfect bracket before. Maybe you'll be the first.
I will be the first,
Will
maybe.
you reign supreme
I will be the best.
with all your basketball knowledge that you possess?
And I will be buying egg rolls with my $1 million.
Yeah. Well, we'll be doing brackets. We'll do one apiece. We'll do one bracket apiece, and we'll put them up on the wall as we're doing the games, and we'll keep track of it. That sounds fun.
I'm going to lose the first team. I already know it. I mean.
Well, maybe we'll do 2 each. That way we have something to fight for once we get to like the final 8.
Both teams on my first bracket's going to lose.
Auburn's going to be a contender in that thing, you know. They are number 1 in the league. They have dominated pretty much everyone they played. I mean, they lost to Duke, but they've had the toughest schedule pretty much out of anybody, and they have the toughest conference schedule out of anybody, and yet they're number 1 right now. Only 1 loss. They're like 15-1 now. It's been a great season for Auburn.
Nice.
Yeah, hasn't it?
It has been nice. It's been really enjoyable.
Yep. We
Everything about
did
it.
one game on the channel, I think, of Auburn's, and we have watched some throughout the season. They are just a fun team to watch, very electric, and I'm excited as Auburn fans to see them compete in this March Madness. But other than that, I think that's about it for today's episode.
That is about it, I
Tonight
think.
at 9 p.m. we have NHL, so tune in for that. Panthers at Kings. So we'll be here 9 p.m. Central. If you're still awake, join us.
Yep.
Or stay up and join us. Don't go to sleep.
Don't go to
Sleep is
sleep.
overrated.
You're not allowed to sleep.
Sleep is overrated.
If you watch the stream, that means you're not allowed to sleep.
I'd love to sleep. All right. There we go. Oh, come on.
What in the world? Come on.
A number from Michigan is calling me.
Oh,
they must
Michigan
they must be happy that we're
They're like, let me just call these kids up real quick.
they must be happy we're talking about their win over Ohio State, but they're probably mad about all the praise we're giving Ryan Day in
Yep.
Ohio State. But okay, so that's it.
Yep.
It's been fun. We'll be back tomorrow, another podcast as well. This has been the Game Day podcast from the
Yep.
GameDay Bros. I'm Troy,
I'm Elijah.
and we'll be back tonight.
Hey, what are you doing? We ended this already. Get out of here.